What's up, everybody? It's your boy Pain because everybody shall know pain. So, I'm gonna do my first of many, I would say, updated 2017 tips, Unlimited Ninja, Ninja Classic, etc., etc. Now, the first one that was requested to tackle is Jinchuriki Awakening, because the player was gonna hit level 100. So you needed tips on, kind of how to handle it so you won't screw up. There's other ones you get at level 100, but it doesn't require silver. 8 cases is at level 90, and then everything else, dang it. I think Occult is unlocked at level, let's see if it's going to tell me. Yeah, you get that at level 20. So, first one I am going to tackle is Jinchuriki Awakening. Now, when it first came out, well, speaking for Logia, obviously, for a player like me, I have a lot of silver. So when I do this, I get my freeze, and then I use all 20. You know what I'm saying? But I would say it's based on how much silver you get daily and how much silver you have overall. You can choose on if you want to do all 20 or maybe half of it or so, just so you can kind of not take so much, not spend so much silver. Let me go ahead and do this while I'm actually here. But every time you do this, it increases. First one's free, and it increases every single time. Now I know the main thing that you guys might want to know about this is the skills itself on how to distribute them for your players. Now, yeah, you can see. Please don't let me DC, but I probably did DC. Never mind, just kind of froze. But yeah, you can see it kind of increase every single day. So every single day, increase every single time. I think the highest it gets up to is I think 1.2 mil. Yeah, 1.2 mil. So so you decide on determining how much silver you get every day if you want to do all 10 or maybe half of it or some of it. But the main thing we're here for is the skills themselves. Now, based on the main that you're rocking, if it's a the physical. Or the physical main, or the chakra dealing main, strategy attack, you will then walk with. Well, I think Wrath helps both ways anyway, because it overall helps all your attack. It doesn't specify if it's physical strategy. It helps out with both of them. So the Wrath ones will be pretty good to go with, and then your secondary. Well, here it is. The way I'm approach this initially is the way I'm approach this is the standard ones, if you want to just boost up your stats. So double attack is always good for your main unless you want to go speed, but that's when you want to save your speed on for your supports, where the main one uses speed, and then the attack one as well as the secondary one. Cause I think besides rolling with the attack, because initially I started out using damage rate. And then the attack overall just gave way more BP. If I can show you guys, you take off that, you get over 122,000. But I think damage rate is only 31. I mean, it doesn't matter in terms of stats given, but in terms of this thing I didn't have. Wait, I had a 3, didn't I? Wait. Oh, that was weird. Oh, okay, it gave me the difference. Okay, so yeah, for your main, I say the two attack ones are very good. If you want to just boost up on, if you want to care about stats, comes to your supports, speed and attack, and then same goes for your other assaulter. If you're running a 2-2-1, is physical, both the attacks. And for the Vanguard is determining the first slot always, I feel like, needs to be HP. It can be attack if you want to, but for me, HP is just the way better. It's the way better choice, just overall. So you can have can build up on his bulkiness. Now the second one can you can range from you want to go attack or you want to go avoid injury rate. Now avoid injury rate overall decreased damage taken, because you got avoid injury rate versus defense. Now, yes, if I put the defense on, he'll get more stats, but what I mainly care about is in terms of the overall damage rather than, when it comes to my Vanguard, I care about the avoid injury rate because I know he'll take, is the purple one I had? Yeah, the purple one. he'll take less damage overall, so it balances itself out. You know what I'm saying? The avoidance rate is, say, number 1 in terms of taking less damage, then you go to defense. Now that's, the standard stuff. Now you want to mix it up a little bit. Actually, I can show you from here rather than the ones I already got. Now, starting out with the green ones, you get the standard ones. Well, you get the standards. You get the I guess standard. I can't think of the word, but when you get to the blue ones, I think that's when you get the extra. You get a few extra ones. Or I think it's when you get to the purples or the gold ones. They give you the different ones that you can't get. Let's see, beheading, hold fast, the reduction stuff. I'm trying to, because I know you get different ones. Yeah, you do. The ones you get different from the greens to the blues is you get the HP absorption, fury reduction, fury absorption, and fury reduction. Everything else stays the same, to my knowledge. So if you want to, because you got the beheading, which adds 6% damage when the enemy's HP is less than 25%. Just looking at the blue ones. If I look at the green ones, it's just the stats or the overall thing that they do gets better as the quality changes. So hold fast is for defense, war power attack, challenge, damage rate, tenacity, avoid injury rate. Not basic, but the piercing bone is ignoring certain percentage of the defenses, HP, attack. Because Warpath is just the percentage attack. Wrath is giving you a certain amount of stats for that. From defense is still same thing from the hold fast percentage defenses, and then resolute speed. Now you get into the other ones that you don't get, being you also do get avoid stun if you want to put it on a ninja that's not immune to stun, but if you want to decrease your chances of getting stunned against other ninjas that do cause that, you can throw that on there. You got the fear reduction that would take a very little amount of fear reduction. Each level of the Jinchuriki Awakening gets better. So level 3 you reduce only 5, which can stack. If you have certain accessories, it can increase that amount. So you have that 5 plus occult technique. One that you get of the shadow also can stack with that, so you'll take more fury absorption, absorbing a certain amount of fury every time you attack that opponent. Highest it gets with the blue one is up to 3%. I think if you all the way look at the gold, if you ever do get the gold fury reduction, that becomes 9%. Or fury absorption, fury reduction becomes 20 fury, so that becomes a lot if you want to do that. But I guess what I would say is initially you want to go like I have my set right now. Attack for your assaulters, speed and attack for your supports, and then HP and avoid injury. If you want defense, that's also good, but you would eventually want the avoid injury rate. Now, if you have a really, really high avoid injury rate and you want to pick something else like attack, that's something else that you can do, but I would say I'll only say do that, in my personal opinion, if you have a really, really high avoid injury rate. I mean, mine's on Orochimaru was like only 30-something%? 40-some%? What is it? It's at 144.5. So if I take that off, I go down to, you lose 4. I go down to 137.5, which is still good, but it's something I will still keep on there because I want him, to have the extra overall defense increase, or just overall taking less damage. But if you had a way higher one, I think a really, really good high one is if he had like maybe 160, 170%, then definitely I would probably take this off and give him attack or anything else. Now, besides that, and then again, it's a lot of different things that are situational, like the theory ones. If you want your characters to, I guess what I say is when it comes to like the avoid stun. If you're battling somebody that always stuns you, and you want to use that just for that opponent, and then you got the ignore defenses again. It's just like how Mandara Obito. attacks, and they do way more damage because they overall ignore your defense and stuff. If you want that, you know, then that's another really good one you could use. And then, you know, it's just the same thing when it comes to the Fury. The Fury reduction and the Fury absorption is more situational based on who you're going against. You know what I'm saying? If you're, I think attack this as a lower VIP. This is where I need. That's where I need to attack it as a lower VIP, not lower VIP, but a lower level player. Or I mean, well, you're not lower level. You just hit 100. So I would say is the people that you'll be battling against. I mean, determining if they don't have any event ninjas. Determine who they're rolling with. I mean, at level 100, you're gonna have people that are gonna stun, but not gonna be immune to being stun or fear reduction, unless they have Hawk Curse or Sasuke. But that's just the one ninja. So I would say in some cases the Fury reduction, the reduce Fury will be interesting to use on, you know, certain ninjas. If you have like 6-pack Pain, but no, you get, well, let's say Pain, because I know you upgrade him at 110. So if you had Pain, add that to him, that would help him out a lot. Togurama, you also get him at level 100. So, but that's increasing his stun, but we don't have that. Oh yeah, you also do get the HP absorption. Well, I think I already talked about that one. Every time you do damage, you absorb HP. So I would say is, you know, for someone who just hit 100, you know, stick with, you know, the set that I have, but determining who you go up against. That's what you want to, like, if you want to switch things up. Because for the normal awakening, I think the normal awakening is just the stat boosters ones. Yeah, it is. It's stat ones. And then when you look at the special awakenings, that's when you go a little situational, determining if, again, person you're battling, you know, doesn't have, it was beating you. But yeah, let's say, I know some players might have some Fury J just to have that extra Fury J, Fury points, so they can still skill. So if you had Pain, then you can stack this on him if you want to. Stack that with him so he'll drop a little bit more. So then I'll probably keep your opponent from scaling, determining which Fury J's they have on their ninjas. And then, I mean, a lot of other ones, they're decent. Like, for example, if I had to say which ones I like, I would say I like the, let's see. Increase 4% fear reduction, challenge. I think ones I like outside of the stat boost one, I'll probably take the Fury absorption. No. I like the Fury reduction. So then, you know, like if it was this again, that's if you had gold. But I like the Fury reduction. In the beginning, I was using the beheading one, which gets pretty interesting when you have the gold one. But I mean, you know, as a green one, you know, as a blue one, level 3 add 10% damage when they're less than 35%, which is, you know, a lot of these other ones are situational, just determining, you know, who you go up against, and if you want to get the head, you want to get ahead of them. Well, not ahead of them, but you know, you want to get the edge above them. That's where you want to, if you want to switch things up. Like if you're willing to lose, like, if you had the warpath, if you're willing to give up on the attack boost, but go somewhere in terms of that might help you still win. So the ones I like is fear reduction, HP possibly. I mean, you know, you don't really get that too much, but I mean, hey, if you do a lot of damage, then that definitely will help out. But I think I go fear reduction. And then I like this one as well, the medium piercing bone. And I think my third favorite would be, let's see. Wait a minute, this one reduced 3 enemy fury after attacking. But then the defensing bone increased 4% reduction rate Oh, okay, it makes okay. Yes, so I go fear reduction. Where is it? The piercing bone, and maybe beheading. Determining on yeah. That's my third favorite. So hopefully I did my best on, I guess, giving you guys ideas on what you want to do. Just a recap for your mains or assaulters. Standard, you want to go with the attack, and then support, speed, and attack, and then Vanguard HP, defense, or HP and avoid injury rate. And then if you want to well, I guess another thing is who do you choose in terms of pushing up their Jinchuriki awakening. I would say is your best support will always have the better speed. Then your other, determining if your main is better than your other assaulter, then either or will have the better attack one. Vanguard always have HP. And then, so on and so forth. So, you make it where your main support will have the better speed, but your main assaulter will have the better attack. And then I think your second best could go to your main best assaulter. So that means, my bad, support. So your support will have the number one best speed. But then also I would say the second best attack, unless you want. Because it can help in terms of, just overall damage. That will help them out a lot. So if you want to do that, or give your assaulter, the second assaulter, or your second best, because let's say you're running a 2-2-1. If you run a 2-2-1, then the other assaulter will have the second best attack, and then so on and so forth, if you want to do it like that. But if you want to do it in terms of take the second best attack one, they get the second best attack, give it to your main support. So yeah, I guess tip and I guess recap number 2, 3 is you use these other ones is only, I think, situational based on who you're facing. Again, if you feel like, this person has Toby Ramos, someone that always stuns me, the avoid stun might could help out. If you're willing to give up the attack boost or whatever else, so that you're using all your ninjas. And then everything else, if you have a certain ninja that does drop Fury, if you want to give them increase the amount that they drop, you can stack that as well. Other than that, I hope I did my best. If you still have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Also, let me know what's the next tip video I should do. So leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Deuces.